Hi DIYers, this is Michael from Alarm Grid, and today I'm going to be showing you how to set a custom word or phrase on your alphanumeric keypad or your alpha keypad for your Honeywell VISTA security system. So we have our alpha keypad here, our 6160RF. Another example of an alpha keypad would be a 6160 or a 6160V. They're the ones that display the English text on here, as opposed to a fixed English keypad like we have right here with the 6150 that doesn't give you as much. So if you go into programming on this one, it'll just say 20. You can't do deep level programming on that. You can't set a custom word or phrase, but we're not worried about that today. We're worried about the 6160RF or a different alpha keypad and where you can set a custom phrase. And we recently had the Easter holiday, so you see we have Happy Easter on ours. But Easter is over now, so we have to set a new thing, set a new message. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get into programming. So you get into programming with your installer code, which ours is at the default, and you should always keep yours at the default. 4112, and then we want 800, 800. 800. And you see we get installer code 20, indicating that we are in programming. You see our fixed English keypad just has 20, so no go on this one. But this one we can adjust the phrase. So what we want to do, we want to get into alpha programming, so we'll do *82 *82. And then it's going to ask us program alpha. That is what we want to do, so we'll choose 1 for yes, and then we want custom words, and then we'll choose 1 for yes again. So now we're at this screen here, the custom screen. What we're actually doing, we're going to choose the partition where the keypad is assigned. So there's a different code for each one, a 2-digit code for each partition. In our case, ours is on partition 1. Your keypad might be on partition 2. Some people like to set it on a second partition, especially if you have multiple keypads, in which case you would have to adjust the second partition one. Or you might have on the common lobby. But just to give you a rundown, 11 is for partition 1, which is the one we're going to be adjusting. 12 is for partition 2, and 13 is for that common lobby. So in our case, we're on partition 1, so we're going to do 11, 1, 1, and you see we get our message, Happy Easter. Now I'm going to go and clear it out one by one. We have to adjust the letters one by one. I'm actually going to go all the way to the end here with, what you do, by the way, you move to the right with 6, and you move backwards left with 4. And then you set you press pound plus a 2-digit code to put in whatever character you want. You see there's even one for an exclamation mark. The letters start at 65, by the way, and they run through 90. It's actually numbers 32 through 90 that you can be working with. But let's go all the way to the right here. We're just going to go all the way over. I'm pressing 6 over and over, and I went one too many times here, so I'll backtrack with 4. And see the cursor is over the exclamation mark right now, so I can clear it out by pressing pound 32, and then I'm going to do that for all of them. So we'll press 4, pound 32, and it looks like that one didn't take it. We'll try again, pound 32. There we go, 4, and pound 32, and I'm just going to go through and clear all these. Okay, so we have ours cleared out all the way now, and now we're going to put in our new custom word or phrase. We're just going to put in something generic today. We're just going to put in Alarm Grid. So I actually have the numbers written down here because I couldn't memorize all of them. So I'm going to go through and do it. So like I said, you put in a pound plus a 2-digit number to enter in a character. And you do that one character at a time until you're all the way done. And then you press 8 to save, but I'll get to that at the end. You might have seen as we were speeding up going through it, I did pound 32 for a blank space. So the space also counts as a character. And by the way, you're restricted to 16 characters maximum. So whatever word or phrase you want, make sure it can fit into 16 characters. So let's go ahead and get into this. The first letter we want 65 for A. So we'll do pound 65, and then we have an A there. And then I press 6 to go to the next one. Don't forget to press 6 to move on to the next one. So you'll do pound the 2-digit number, and then 6 to move on. So, okay, we did A, and then we'll do 76, so pound 76 for the L. Let's keep going. So then we have 65 again, pound 65, and then I pressed pound there. So I'll press 65 again just so we stay at there. I accidentally pressed pound, but okay, now we press 6 to go on. Make sure your cursor's in the right spot. That's what I was worried about there. Okay, and then we do pound 82 for the R, and then 6, and then pound 82. Oh, that was the R again. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong letter there. So all right, we'll do pound 77, and that's an M. And now we're at the blank space here, so I just want to show you, we could actually just press 6 to move on, but I do just want to show you if I press pound 32, that is the blank space. So I do have that on my code here, but we have it at a blank space, so we'll press 6 to go on. You could just skip the 32, but do what you will. And okay, so the next one, pound 71 for the G, and then press 6 again, and then pound 82 for the R, and then 6, and then pound 73 for the I, and then 6, and hashtag 68. All right, we got it exactly how we wanted, alarm grid. So that's good. So what we're going to do, we're going to save it by pressing 8. And we're back at the custom screen now. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to press 0, 0 to exit. And then it's going to ask us again, program alpha. We're done programming, so we're going to press 0. And then it's going to ask us for our field. We're going to exit programming with star 99, star 99. And that's always how you want to exit programming, so that way you don't get locked out of programming. So we have alarm grid ready to arm. So we set a custom word or phrase on our alphanumeric keypad for our Honeywell VISTA system. This works with any P series system. Make sure you're using a P series system. So if you have a 15P, a 20P, 21IP, 21iPLTE, all of those work great with this feature. And I just want to say one thing. When I was going through and shows the partition, remember when I entered in 11, if you have a VISTA-15P, that's only a single partition system, so you'll always enter in 11 at that screen. If you have a 20P or a 21IP, 21iPLTE, those, like I said, they have the 3 partitions. So if your keypad's assigned to partition 2, then you would enter in 12 instead. Or if it's assigned to that common lobby, then you would enter 13. We have ours on partition 1, so that's why we entered in 11. Just wanted to make that abundantly clear how we went and did it. So that is how you set a custom word or phrase on your alphanumeric keypad for your Honeywell VISTA P series security system. If you have any questions about the VISTA P series systems, about alphanumeric keypads, or about alarm monitoring services, send an email to support@alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up below to like the video, and remember to subscribe to our channel for updates on future videos. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.